All right, so we'll do champions first, and then we'll do the pay-per-view. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. What is going on, guys? It is John from AEW Talk, back with an old friend from the past, back from my WWE days. Willie Does Wrestling. Willie, if you want to shout out your channel, tell the viewers what you're all about.
Well, my name is Willie from the Willie Does Wrestling podcast. I essentially do show reviews, quizzes, gaming, rants, reactions, you name it. And yeah, pleasure to be on your channel, man. And yeah, just to clarify, I am not the most educated in the world of AEW, so this should be fun for the topic of today's video.
Yep. So this is the ultimate. It was not the ultimate, but it's like the semi-ultimate, like mostly ultimate AEW quiz. We want to see if the viewers can beat Willie. So what it's gonna be is you have to name all the AEW champions. You get extra points for naming the days held. We don't have to do current champions because I don't think not days held for current champions. And
Yeah,
then
no.
we're gonna do the pay-per-view main event. So that would be Double or Nothing 2019 to Revolution 2020.
2023. Yeah.
Yes. So let me know what you guys' score you get in the comments below. So let me know if you could beat Willie. And yes, let's start this quiz with Mr. Willie. I need you to name me, starting from first to last, every AEW World Champion. And if you do know the days, you can state those as well. So who was the first AEW World Champion?
That would be Mr. Chris Jericho.
Correct. And amount of days held?
Oh, fuck. I don't think he held it very long. I'm going to go... It had to be less than 90 days. I'll go 85.
182.
182. Oh, he did hold it long.
He had a decent reign. He successfully defended against Cody at Full Gear.
Yeah.
He didn't defend it that much, but he one of the longer reigns of his career. I know his WWE World Title reigns never really. I don't even
They
think
weren't
any
really that long.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I thought, like, John Moxley would win it, like, very shortly after. Oh, yeah. Second world champion, John Moxley.
Okay. So that's another point. Do you have the days held for John Moxley?
I think Mox, it's got to be around the same time. I'll go 120.
277.
I forgot, like, the early AEW reigns were, like, super long.
You know, the sad part is I know all these. That's how much of a nerd I am.
Yeah. I know who the champions are, but the days held, I can never.
Okay, so Willie's got 2 points right now. Third AEW champion.
That would be Kenny Omega.
Correct. Days held for Mr. Omega.
I know he did over 300 days. I know that because he held it for almost a full year. I'm gonna go 350 days.
You were 4 off, 346. I'll give you a half a point.
Yeah,
So
I was roughly there.
That was close.
I knew it was just shy of a year. Like, wasn't there.
Fourth, who beat Omega?
That would be Cowboy Shit, Hangman Adam Page.
And you have the days held for him?
I'm going to guess 110.
197.
Oh my God, these AEW reigns.
Well, they get shorter. Just a spoiler.
Oh yeah, I know the later ones are going to be like fucking very short. So,
fifth AEW World Champion.
That would be the Cult of Personality, CM Punk.
Yes. Days held for him?
I think he held it decently long. No, he didn't. 20 days?
87.
Ain't no way he held it for 87.
Yeah,
his first reign.
He was injured the whole time, yeah.
Oh, that's right, because it took them forever to do the interim world champ. God damn it.
Yeah. All right. Who took the title off CM Punk?
Well, technically, he didn't take the title. Oh, he did. Oh, I know why he was 87 days. Because he was the undisputed champion. He didn't get relinquished. John Moxley took it off him in that Dynamite match. So that was
Correct.
Mox. And I remember they did it like a week or two before All Out. Right? Yeah, it was Mox who beat Punk, and he held it, I want to say, for 27 days.
11 days. So it was a week before,
Oh, okay.
and then I don't know. I don't know. It's 11 days. I got the Wikipedia right here. I promise you.
No, that All Out stuff is like very confusing. Like
Okay, so far you've gotten all 6, and you got a half a point for
for
Omega.
the Kenny Omega days held.
Um,
Next
yep,
was Mr. CM Punk at All Out,
correct.
and this was Brawl Out, which meant that it got relinquished on Dynamite, which meant he held it for, it was Sunday, Wednesday, 3 days.
There we go.
I had to really think on that one. I really needed that point.
So you got 8.5 so far. And then Punk vacated it, and then who was the 8th world champion?
That would be Mr. John Moxley again.
Correct. Days held for him.
Yeah, this was like a couple months. So I'm gonna go with 160.
This was 59 days.
Oh my god.
Yes. So I'll give you a half a point if you get the first number correct. So if you would have said like 148, I would have gave it to you.
Okay.
So 59 days, that was his 3rd reign. And then the current AEW world champion.
MJF.
Correct. And for days held, not that it matters for the game, he's at 142
Okay.
as of recording. So I could see him. I could probably see him being the longest reigning champion. Honestly, I think he can beat Kenny Omega's.
I can definitely see him holding it by like this 2024, like by January, and then he acts like he's gonna leave, then resigns, and then it's like AEW won the Forbidden War of 2024 or something.
Yep. So you got all the champions, plus you got an extra half point for that.
All right,
But that was the easy one. Well,
that was
this one is going to be pretty easy. The AEW All Atlantic / International Championship.
okay. Yeah, this one's gonna be the easier one.
Yes. Who was the first ever?
That would be Pac.
Correct. Do you have an idea of how many days he held it?
Oh, no, I don't think it was for very long. Pac would be. He's got to be around 100.
Yes. Give me an exact number.
Oh my god, 111.
108. I'll give it to you.
Oh, I was so close.
And we'll give you an extra half point if you can tell me what pay-per-view he won it at.
Forbidden Door.
Correct. So there's 2 points right there. And then the second ever All Atlantic champion.
Orange Cassidy.
Correct.
And he's had it for a fucking like shit ton. Like he's like defending it a lot. I noticed Twitter. They always notify me, hey, Orange Cassidy's defending.
Yeah, so technically the All Atlantic title, he held it for 154, but then for the international, it's 26. So that's around, I think, 180.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. Don't really know who's gonna take the title from.
I want it to be Buddy Matthews on Wednesday, but I know they won't. I want Buddy Matthews to hold that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Let's go to the TNT title.
No.
This one is, I don't know. This is definitely the most champions by a pretty good margin.
It's a hot potato.
Yes, that's what this title is. First TNT champion.
Adrenaline in his soul, something, Cody Rhodes.
Yes. Have you seen the Brody Lee video from that?
The Brody Lee being the elite.
Yes.
Yeah, with fucking Dark Order singing their song, and
I
then Brody Lee's like, "What's going on here?"
if you guys have not seen that, you have to watch. That is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen, dude.
Some of the funniest wrestling content I've ever seen, ever.
I know. I miss Brody Lee, man.
Yeah,
Well, speaking of, who was the second ever?
yeah. Well, I knew it was Brody anyway. You didn't spoil it for me. It would be Brody Lee, and I think he held it for a grand total of 50-ish days.
46. I'll give it to you. I'll
I
give you the
knew it wasn't long.
I'll give you the half point. And for Cody, how many days do you think he held it?
Oh yeah, I didn't guess for Cody. Cody would have held it for 92.
91.
Oh,
I can't give you the full point, but half a point. Okay. And then who took the title off Mr. Brody Lee?
that'd be Cody Rhodes again.
Correct. How many days was his second reign?
This one was definitely not long either. I'm going to guess 32.
31.
Oh my god.
Another half a point. Getting closer there, Willie. Fourth ever TNT champion.
This would be Darby.
Correct. How many days do you think he held it?
I'm going to guess 60 something.
186.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he had a good reign. Longest TNT championship reign.
Oh, this is the longest of all time? Oh.
Yes. That's a little hint for you. Fifth ever AEW TNT champion.
Miro.
Correct. My favorite TNT champion. And hot take, I think the best champion in AEW, period. I think he had the best reign.
I
Mean,
think Darby had a better reign. Both
really?
Darby reigns were sick.
Yeah, that is true. But Miro was so good, man. I don't know.
I don't know what Tony doesn't see in Miro. It's like I don't understand.
Yeah, I think that was just because it was such a good time for AEW. Like it was Kenny was the champion.
Yeah.
Miro, like it was just. I think it was my favorite period of AEW. That's why I love the reign so much. So how many days do you think Miro held it for?
Miro, I'm gonna guess 50. No, I'm gonna guess 78.
140.
Aye.
Had a nice little reign as champ. I thought it should have been longer, but who beat Miro for the TNT title?
This would be my least favorite wrestler in the world, Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara. Not a fan of Sammy Guevara.
Not a big fan.
How many days did Mr. Sammy Guevara hold it for?
Sammy, like it was a big hot potato, so I know it wasn't long. I'm gonna guess 35.
87.
Oh my goodness! Why are they
2.
giving Sammy so many long reigns?
Spoiler alert, that is his longest reign.
Yeah, I know.
So who beat Sammy to become the 7th ever TNT champion?
something Cody Rhodes.
Correct. How many days did he
This
hold?
this would be his shortest, I think.
Eh,
I'm gonna guess if his other one was like, oh fuck, I forgot what the other days, the other two were.
The other one was 92 and the other one was 31.
Oh, so if this is the shortest one, I'm gonna guess 21.
It was not his shortest one. It was 32 days. It was
Mm,
one longer.
yeah.
And then you had the whole Cody had COVID and they did the, interim crap.
Interim, which
Who was,
meant Sammy
yeah,
Guevara was the interim.
correct. How many days was Sammy's second reign?
I don't know, including the interim period, but I'm thinking about Undisputed when he won it in that sick ass ladder match, which means I'm gonna guess 48.
42. I'll
Oh,
give Give you the half a point. Okay. Who beat Sammy Guevara to become the 9th ever TNT champion?
It was the worst storyline.
Mm.
Scorpio Sky.
Yes, one of the worst feuds in AEW history.
Hey, guess what? That title that you have on your shoulder, yeah, me and my wife slept with it. Oh, like I care about it.
I forgot about that.
Like the whole Dan Lambert, Ty Mello shit. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. How many days did Mr. Scorpio Sky hold the title?
It was a hot potato. I'm going to guess 20. It would have to be around the 20s. 22.
38.
Okay.
And then who did he hot potato it with?
Sammy Guevara.
Correct. And his third reign was how many days long?
Oh, I'm going to guess 31.
11 days.
Oh,
which is
God.
not the shortest reign.
Yeah. What would be the shortest reign? I'll think about it.
Okay, so we've gotten all the champion. You've gotten all the champions correct so far, but who defeated Sammy to take? Yeah, who defeated Sammy next?
Scorpio Sky again.
Correct. I thought that one was going to be a little tricky for you. How many days was his second reign?
This one was a little longer. 66.
70, so I'll give it to you.
Ooh, that was pretty close.
And who beat Mr. Scorpio Sky to become the 12th ever TNT champion?
Wardlow.
Correct. And how many days do you think Wardlow held the title?
Oh, he held it for a long fucking time. But if Darby's was the longest at 180, I'm going to guess Wardlow's was 140.
136, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Give you the half a point. Who defeated Wardlow? And I'll give you an extra half a point if you can tell me what pay-per-view.
This Wardlow, it would be Samoa Joe. And he won it at, I watched this one, Full Gear with Powerhouse Hobbs as the third man.
I'll give you a full point because you did a little extra there. And how many days did Samoa Joe hold that TNT title?
Samoa Joe was another pretty decently long reign. I'm going to say 74.
46.
What? Okay.
All right. And who defeated Samoa Joe to become the 14th ever TNT title champion?
Unexpectedly, Darby Allin beat Samoa Joe.
A fantastic reign that ended all too short. How many days was Darby's second reign?
Oh, yeah, it was very short. Darby was, I'm going to say he held it for about a month. I'm going to say 35.
Oh, 28. You were 1 week off. He won it on Dynamite and lost it on Dynamite. Who did he lose it to?
He lost it back to Samoa Joe.
Yes, I didn't understand this one.
I was so mad about it. I was like, Samoa Joe's already the television champion for Ring of Honor. Could have had Darby lose it to literally anybody else. But I guess I respect the decision.
And how many days was Samoa Joe's second reign?
Samoa Joe's was, I'm going to say it was pretty short. Samoa Joe, I'm going to say 32.
Hey! Willie has gotten the exact days right.
Oh, was it 32?
It was.
A lot of people are going to think I'm cheating. I'm not.
Well, we wouldn't know. But I don't think you're cheating since that was the first one you got. So who defeated Samoa Joe?
That would be short-haired Wardlow.
Correct. And how many days did short-haired Wardlow hold it?
Oh, my man held that for like a week. I know this. Because it was recent. So that would be 3 days.
There we go.
Because he lost it on the Dynamite after.
And Willie's on a roll. And who is the current TNT champion?
Unexpectedly, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Correct. Unexpectedly. And I'll give you an extra half a point tell me the next TNT champion, and if I like your answer, I'll give you a half a point.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say, if I was booking, I would want a Team Taz feud. I want Ricky Starks.
We think alike, Willie. We think alike.
Ricky Starks needs a title, and not the FTW belt. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's probably my answer too. So I want to give you a full point, but I'll give you a half a point.
Go ahead and do that.
So a little bonus, we'll do the FTW title. We're
Oh
not
my
doing
God.
we're not doing the ECW version, just the AEW version. There's only been 3 champions. So who
Yeah.
was the first champion?
That was Big Boy. It was Big Boy. I was watching it back then too. Oh, Brian Cage.
Correct. And we're not gonna do days held because I feel like I don't
Well,
know
no,
if
all of them are like years long anyway. So
yeah. So this one was 377. So essentially a year.
okay, yeah.
Who was the second?
That was Ricky Starks.
Correct. And then the third and current.
Hook.
Correct. So extra 3 points for Willie. So those are the singles champions for the men's. Let's go to the tag team division.
Oh my God.
Not too confident, are we?
I might actually do decent at this, but I think there's a few champions that I'll forget. So
Okay. First ever AEW tag team champions.
that would be SCU.
Correct. And can you tell me the team that they beat to win these?
Oh no. Lucha Bros.
There we go.
Oh my God, I didn't even think that was them. I knew it wasn't Young Bucks. They weren't gonna pull the trigger on them that early.
Correct. The second ever AEW tag team champions.
That was the team of Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page.
And how many days do you think they held these titles?
Oh, they held them very long. I'm gonna say a good 220.
228.
Ah,
So we'll give you the half a point. And who beat them for the AEW tag team championships?
they lost to the Young Bucks.
Willie. That is incorrect.
Oh no.
The third ever tag team champions were FTR.
Oh, I thought it was the Young Bucks, and then they lost to the FDR. Oh my God.
So who beat FTR?
Young Bucks.
There we go. And how many days do you think the Young Bucks held those titles?
They held it for a good 320 something.
302.
Okay.
Fairly close. Who was the fifth ever AEW tag team champions?
Oh my God. So it was FTR, then it was the Young Bucks. Who did the Young Bucks lose to? Jurassic Express?
Incorrect. I wish I had a buzzer. I could probably edit that in.
Yeah, you probably could.
The boy, I'll tell you, the Lucha Bros.
The Lucha Bros. Oh, the Steel Cage. Fuck.
Correct. And who beat the Lucha Bros for those titles?
That would be Jurassic.
Correct.
Okay, you kind of scared me there.
And
Jurassic Express.
yes, how many days do you think Jurassic Express were champions?
They held that for a decently long time. I'm going to guess 210.
161.
Okay, they didn't hold it that long.
So fairly close. Who beat Jurassic Express for those titles?
I think with this one, it was originally supposed to be the Hardys. Then Jeff went over, got the DUI. And then it was the Young Bucks in a ladder match. Because it was supposed to be a triple threat.
Yes, I was going to give you an extra point if you would have told me who was supposed to win, but since you already did,
yeah,
we'll give you a half a point.
I swear it was supposed to be the Hardys.
It probably was going to be. And then who beat the Young Bucks for those titles?
That would be Swerve in our glory.
Correct. And an extra point if you could tell me the third team in the triple threat match where Swerve and Our Glory won the titles.
It was Swerve in our glory, the Young Bucks, and Fish and O'Reilly?
Incorrect. It was Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks.
Oh,
Team
okay.
Taz, which hopefully we're going to see a feud with them shortly.
Yeah.
The 9th ever AEW Tag Team Champions.
Everyone loves the Acclaimed.
Correct. How many days do you think the Acclaimed were champions?
I'm going to say 130 something.
I need an exact number.
132.
It's 140. If you would have said 135 or above, I would have gave it half a point.
Okay.
But you were close. And then who beat the Acclaimed for the titles?
The Jobber team, the Guns, beat them. Many, many, many men.
Correct. I don't agree with this still. I'm good.
It was stupid.
Yeah.
And I think they've held it for about 42 days.
56 days.
Okay.
Yeah. Worst tag team champions, in my opinion.
I question the decision for that.
Yes. Hopefully there's a payoff coming with Billy Gunn and all that, but who knows? And who is the current tag team champions?
It would be Top Guys FTR.
Correct. So Young Bucks and FTR are the only 2-time tag team champions. So that one stumped you a little bit, Willie.
That one, yeah. Like the tag team division, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, here's this team, then they're gone. This team, then they're gone. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, like Red Dragon, O'Reilly, and Fish. No.
I think they should have been tag champs at least once.
Yeah, that's what team. Santana and Ortiz, Proud and Powerful.
Santina and Ortiz definitely should have. I hope that someday when the Ring of Honor belts are gone, Claudio and Yuta become champs one day.
Yes. All right, so let's go to the trios titles.
Okay, this one's going to be decently easy.
Can you hear any of my background noise, or are we good?
Oh, we're good.
Okay, let's make it. Who was the first ever trios champions?
The Elite.
Correct. And how many days do you think the Elite held those titles?
That was Brawl Out, which was 3 days.
Correct. And who was the second ever trio champions?
Death Triangle.
Correct. And I will give you an extra point if you could tell me who they beat to win those titles.
They beat the Best Friends?
Correct.
Okay.
2 points for Willie.
If you need a trio to beat, it's the Best Friends.
Yeah, pretty much. And then who beat Death Triangle?
The Elite.
Correct. And how many days do you think their second reign was?
That would be, I'm going to guess, a good 85.
53.
Oh.
And then the current and reigning trios champions.
Rightfully deserved, House of Black.
Correct. Absolutely deserved. All right. So that's all we got for the trios. We just have the women's champions left.
Okay.
Give me the TBS, first ever TBS champ.
Jade Cargill.
Yes. First and only. And I'm trying to think of a bonus point. Who did she beat in the finals of the tournament?
Oh. Ruby Soho. Okay.
There you go. Extra point for Willie. I'm surprised you got that one.
Because I think Ruby was in the finals of both the Owen Hart and the TBS tournaments. So it's like, I wanted Ruby to at least win one of those. So I just took a wild guess.
Maybe someday. Maybe she'll win something someday. But...
She's in the Outcast. She ain't winning nothing. It's a shame.
Yeah. First ever AEW Women's World Champion.
Oh, ooh, their women's division. I gotta travel deep. Riho.
Correct. And who did Miss Riho defeat?
Oh no, you can't be doing this. Who did she beat? Like what, to become the inaugural champion?
Yes.
Oh no. It would have to be Hikaru Shida?
Nyla Rose.
What?
And who was the second Women's World Champion?
That was Nyla Rose.
Correct. And how many days do you think she held that belt?
Nyla Rose held it for, I want to say, 230 days.
101.
Why did I think she held it that long?
Who defeated Nyla Rose?
That was Hikaru Shida.
Correct. And how many days do you think she was champion?
She held that for, I don't think very long. I'm going to guess 65.
I should take this point away. It was 372.
What? Oh, what? Okay.
You can't be disrespected. She don't like that.
Well, I don't know. Why did I think Nyla was the one who held it for super long and Sheeta was the short one? Okay.
It's a good question. But who defeated Miss Sheeta?
That was Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Correct. And can you tell me what pay-per-view that happened at?
Oh my god, I wasn't watching. Baker did it. I want to say it wasn't Double or Nothing. Oh, what did she do it at? She did it Revolution. No. She did it at Full Gear.
It was Double or Nothing.
It was Double.
Yeah, so Sheeta held it for Sheeta won at Double or Nothing, lost it the following year.
Wow.
And then who defeated Britt Baker?
Thunder Rosa.
Yes, one of my favorite title wins. And can you tell me what type of match she defeated Britt Baker in?
It was like, I remember I did a watch along for this. It was a steel cage match.
Correct. Great moment. Very much. I remember how hyped this match was. This match got hyped. Like,
it was hyped, and then the actual match with like the thumbtacks, especially, and like I think Britt was like walking in the thumbtacks, and I was like, "Oh, don't fucking do that."
yes, this was a good moment. Fortunately, her reign did not end the way we wanted it to because she got injured and basically she hasn't been back yet. She never really lost the title. So who was the next champion?
Interim bullshit. Tony Storm.
Correct. And if you could tell me what pay-per-view Tony Storm won the title at, I'll give you an extra point.
Brawl Out.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Brawl Out.
Yes, correct. In a fatal four-way match. I'll be honest, I didn't know that. And then who is the seventh and current AEW Women's World Champion?
Jamie Hayter.
Correct. And yes, she's held the title for 142 days, so the same amount as MJF.
Oh,
So
wow.
there you go, Willie. Those are all the champions. Do you want me to tally it up now, or do you want me to wait till after we do the pay-per-views?
Do it after we're done the pay-per-views.
All right. So we're now going to do pay-per-view main events.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have these. Actually, give me a second. Let me pull this up. Double or Nothing 2019. All right. So the main event of, I'm counting this as the first ever AEW pay-per-view.
It Double or Nothing 2019 was.
Yes. What was the main event?
Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega.
Correct.
I remember that only because of Jon Moxley's debut, and it rocked the wrestling world.
That is correct. I will give you an extra point if you can tell me who won the opening match of this pay-per-view.
No! Wasn't it a battle royal? Oh no! Is it a battle royal? It could have been a singles match. Oh, I'm gonna go with my gut. I think it was a battle royal, and I think that was won. People are gonna hate me, but I think it was won by Sean Speed.
Willie. It was the first, I think it was the first ever AEW match. Hangman Adam Page,
What?
who won the Battle Royal. And he
Oh, it
went
was
on.
Hangman that won the. Why did I think it was Sean Spears? Okay.
Spears. Okay. Then the second pay-per-view was All Out 2019. What was the main event of this pay-per-view?
All Out. I think that was to crown the first AEW World Champion. That meant it would be Chris Jericho against Hangman Adam Page.
Correct. And I will give you an extra point if you can tell me the co-main event of this pay-per-view.
Oh fuck. That would be see, the AEW roster is not like very known at this point. It would have to be. Would it be Mox? I think it would be Mox versus. Oh, the co-main event. Fuck this. I think it was against the New Japan guy. Oh fuck. Mox and no, I think that was another recent All Out. Mox versus Suzuki.
It was the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks in the ladder match. This was a classic match, but it could be easy to forget since how many matches those teams.
Yeah, I only remember the steel cage match between them.
All right, the third pay-per-view was Full Gear 2019. What was the main event of this pay-per-view?
Cody and Jericho.
Incorrect.
What? I thought that was at that show.
The main event was Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley in a lights out match.
Oh, okay.
And for an extra point, let me see what we can do here. Tell me the. I don't think you'd know that.
No.
Tell me how Chris Jericho defeated Cody Rhodes.
How Chris Jericho defeated Cody Rhodes.
How did the match end?
What? Oh, I don't remember. How did Chris Jericho beat Cody Rhodes? Because Cody would never challenge for the AEW World title again. Inner Circle got involved somehow.
That's your final answer?
Yeah, Inner Circle interference.
So MJF, who was in Cody's corner, threw in the towel when Jericho had the Lion Tamer locked in, and then after the match, MJF turned on Cody.
Oh, that was the start of his heel turn.
Yes. So the throwing in the towel would have been the correct answer. So let's go on to Revolution 2020. To me, one of the best AEW pay-per-views. And what was the main event of this show?
I think this was Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega in the exploding, botching ring death wire match.
Willie. That is incorrect.
It was a Revolution show, man.
The main event of this pay-per-view was Jon Moxley defeating Chris Jericho.
I think that was the next year's Revolution then. God damn it.
We'll get there. If you can tell me, let's see here. I want you to tell me what this should be an easy point. What was the tag team title match on this pay-per-view?
Well, this should be easy. 2020 Revolution match. Who would be the champions? That would be Young Bucks. I don't like the look on your face. Uh, fuck. Okay. SCU was in 2019. Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, Lucha Brothers. Lucha Brothers versus um Omega and Hangman.
Willie, this was Kenny Omega versus and Hangman Page versus the Young Bucks in the greatest tag team match ever.
Oh, but I said the Young Bucks. Oh, you did that to throw me off.
Yes, which maybe it was the greatest. I don't know. That's 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 in the eyes of the viewer, I guess. To each his own. Next pay per view was the first pandemic pay per view. I personally love this pay per view. What was the main event of Double or Nothing 2020?
That was. I remember it was a big deal. Double or Nothing 2020. It would be John Moxley versus Mr. Brody Lee.
Oh, Willie. Incorrect. The main event of this show was the Elite versus the Inner Circle in the Stadium Stampede match.
Oh, I forgot that was the main event. I thought that was on first. But was I right with Moxley and Brody Lee?
Yes, that was the co-main event.
Okay.
That was a great match, and I was gonna make that the bonus, but I'll make this the bonus. Who did Cody Rhodes defeat on this pay-per-view to become the TNT champion? The first ever TNT champion.
Lance Archer.
Correct. Yes, one of my favorite pay-per-views. The Stadium Stampede match is it's perfect. Just wrestling perfection.
Yep.
So, All Out 2020, in my opinion, the worst AEW pay-per-view of all time. This pay-per-view was main evented by whom?
Okay. All Out 2020, if I remember correctly, it would be. I'm thinking this is another Inner Circle match, but I'm not sure. All Out. Who would be the AEW champion at the time? I think that'd be Mox, but I don't think he faced it. Why am I thinking so much about this? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a guess. I don't know. Is it another Elite and Inner Circle match?
Is that your final answer?
Oh, fuck. No, because Blood and Guts was its own thing on a Dynamite, I think. 2020. No, the Pinnacle wasn't a thing then. I'm gonna guess. I'm thinking this is. I'm gonna say Mox and no, fuck. Yes, Elite and Inner Circle. Final answer.
Willie, it was Moxley versus MJF.
Oh my god!
Dude, you were almost there.
I thought that was. Oh, it was Full Gear 2022. That was Mox and MJF. I thought it was Full Gear 2020.
It did happen in 2020. Very forgettable pay-per-view. Yes. So the next pay-per-view, do you know the main event of Full Gear 2020?
Full Gear 2020. That would be Kenny Omega versus Kenny Omega versus who the fuck did Kenny face? Because I think Kenny was a champion during this time, and Kenny would have beaten. No, it wouldn't be Hangman. Kenny beat Mox in a rematch. Kenny versus Mox.
Incorrect. This was John Moxley versus Eddie Kingston in an I Quit match. Do you remember that match?
No, I didn't.
It was a great feud, Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, and then they started earning each other's respect. I liked their tag run.
Yes. So the Kenny Omega, he defeated he won the Eliminator tournament on this pay-per-view and then beat Moxley at Winter is Coming.
Oh, that's right. So Omega would have beaten, I think it was Miro in that
He beat
tournament?
Hangman Page.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. That was why I got that Hangman feeling when I
Yes.
said
So,
Omega.
Revolution 2021. What was the main event?
That was the botching, exploding ring thing with Mox and Omega.
Correct. And I'm trying to see if I can find an extra point here. There's not much on this pay-per-view. Can you tell me who Sting and Darby Allin faced in a street fight?
Would that be Starks and Hobbs?
Oh, no, it was Starks and Brian Cage.
Oh, I keep for. Well, to be honest, Tony Khan forgets about Brian Cage too.
We'll give you a half a point because it is Team Taz. Kind of a forgettable pay-per-view, honestly. That was the co-main event of that pay-per-view, which
Okay.
kind of goes to show how meh it was. So Double or Nothing 2021. Let's see if you can redeem yourself. What was the main event of Double or Nothing 2021?
That was Kenny Omega versus. Ooh, I don't know because I'm thinking it was like I got two answers. There, one part of me is thinking it's Omega and Hangman, and another part of me is thinking it's Hangman, Orange Cassidy, and Pac. I know it's one of them. I don't know which one. Oh, I'm thinking maybe it was full. I'm thinking maybe it was Full Gear that hang. You know what? Triple threat: Omega, Pac, Orange Cassidy. Final answer.
Willie, you did it again. This match did happen on the pay-per-view, but it was not the main event. The main event
What?
was the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle.
Oh, they did that in this.
In
God.
in the Stadium Stampede match. Well, I'll give you a half a point because that was the bonus answer. Was the co-main event, which was Kenny in the triple threat match. But yeah, this was Inner Circle and Pinnacle.
Okay.
So All Out 2021. Very, very highly thought of pay-per-view. Let me know what was the main event of All Out 2021.
I know this because it's Kenny and Christian.
Correct.
And the reason why I remember is because Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson debuted later on.
Correct. I will give you another half a point for that. And the bonus I will throw at you is who did CM Punk defeat on this pay-per-view?
Darby Allin.
Correct. So I'll give you another half a point. So 2 points for that. Very, very highly thought of pay-per-view. This was also the steel cage match with the Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
And obviously CM Punk's return match and the debut of Danielson and Adam Cole.
Decent pay-per-view.
Yes. Probably a lot of people I think would say the best AEW pay-per-view. Full Gear 2021. What was the main event of this pay-per-view?
I'm thinking this one was. I'm thinking this is Hangman and Kenny.
Correct. This was a very, very great moment. Let's see what else we can quiz you on here. This was a good pay-per-view. I watched this pay-per-view in theaters. This was a great pay-per-view. Can you tell me who CM Punk defeated on this pay-per-view?
That was Eddie Kingston.
Correct. Great pay-per-view. MJF, Darby Allin kicked off this show.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that feud.
Yes, incredible match. So yes, we will move on to 2022 Revolution. What was the main event of this pay-per-view?
Adam Cole and Hangman Page.
Correct. Underrated match and feud, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I will give you an extra point if you can tell me who John Moxley defeated on this pay-per-view.
Revolution 2022. Who did Moxley? Oh, it was Bryan Danielson and the debut of the Blackpool Combat Club.
Correct.
Well, technically, William Regal was the only one that debuted, but
oh yeah, he did debut.
it was William Regal.
And this was the CM Punk MJF dog collar match as well.
And Wardlow became the face of the Revolution in that.
Yes, and Eddie Kingston beat Chris Jericho.
That's true.
Fantastic. This is a great pay-per-view.
The triple threat match with Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, Fish and O'Reilly, and I think the Young Bucks as well.
I'm giving you an extra point because I didn't even know.
I did a watch along for it back in the day, so that's how I remember. Otherwise, I wouldn't fucking know a thing.
Great pay-per-view. Now I'm looking back on it. That was a fantastic pay-per-view. We've got Double or Nothing 2022. This was probably at a time when I think a lot of people thought AEW was at their lowest, but this pay-per-view I think delivered for a lot of people. But what was the main event of Double or Nothing 2022?
Yeah, because I remember 2022. It had both Owen Hart Cup tournaments, but I'm thinking the main event for this one, who would be the champion? It would be Hangman versus CM Punk.
Correct. And my opinion, a match where Hangman probably should have won looking back on it. But
yeah,
it is what it is. I've got 2 bonuses for you on this one. And the first ever Anarchy in the Arena match, which replaced the Stadium Stampede match. What were the 2 teams that fought in this match?
That would be the Jericho Appreciation Society versus the Blackpool Combat Club.
Correct. Very, very good match. And I will give you 1 point, both worth a half a point. Tell me the Owen Hart men's and women's winners on this pay-per-view.
That would be the All Access couple, Adam Cole and Britt Baker.
Correct. This was a very good pay-per-view. Very long pay-per-view, but just looking at the show, had a lot of good stuff on it. So let's move on to Forbidden Door. I forgot about this.
Forbidden Door.
Wow, that's a 13 match card. What was the main event of Forbidden Door?
For the interim AEW World Championship, it was Jon Moxley versus New Japan guy. That was why I was getting the New Japan guy feeling before. Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Correct. And let's see, what else can I... Let me know. The opening match on the show was Minoru Suzuki and Lei Sex Gods.
Oh my god!
Versus that name's good. Let me know who debuted on this pay-per-view and defeated Zack Sabre Jr.
That was Claudio Castagnoli.
Correct, man. Also, the co-main event: Jay White, Adam Page, Okada, and Adam Cole. Dude, what a match that was!
Damn.
The amount of talent in that ring, dude. Jeez.
God, I need to watch that back. I don't even remember watching that.
Yes. We go to All Out 2022. Wasn't able to live up to All Out 2021, but I think it was still a decent pay-per-view. The main event of this pay-per-view.
That was CM Punk versus Jon Moxley.
Correct. And let's see here. What else can we test you on?
CM Punk and Jon Moxley. That was Brawl Out.
Yes, I'm just trying to find an extra. Who did Chris Jericho defeat on this pay-per-view?
Chris Jericho, All Out 2022. It wasn't Ricky Starks. It was another repeated trials Jericho. Eddie Kingston?
Bryan Danielson.
Oh.
Kind of a forgettable feud.
Yeah, I forgot that those two feuded.
Okay. 2 more. Full
Okay.
Gear 2022.
Full Gear 2022, that was Mox and MJF.
Correct. And let's see what else we can do for this one. And we'll leave that one alone. How about tell me where that pay-per-view took place at?
Oh my god. Oh, I don't know. Why would I know this? Full Gear.
Think about the main event. Think about the wrestlers in the main event.
Long Island, New York.
Correct.
Ah.
All right. Hold on 1 second. You hear that?
Not really.
Oh, okay. All right. Final pay-per-view. Revolution 2023. A very, very good pay-per-view. What was the main event of this pay-per-view?
That would be MJF, Bryan Danielson in a 1-hour Iron Man match.
Correct. And can you tell me the final score in the Iron Man match?
Oh, this. The final score, I'm saying it's. I think it resulted in overtime. So I'm going to say 4-5.
4-3.
Okay.
MJF with the win. There we go, Willie.
Wow.
So I have to add up your points. So if you want to just give me a second.
Okay.
All right. 2, 3, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 10.5, 12, 13, 15, 19, 20, 24, 28, 29, 32, 33, 34, 36, 38, 1, 3, 5, 46, 47, 48. Do you see what opened up Raw?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Actually, I haven't really tuned in yet.
Yeah, me neither. 49, 51.
Actually, I'll tune in. I'll just turn my volume up very low.
65, 67, 68, 71, 72, 74, 89, 91.
That's my bad. I pressed the wrong button.
No, you're good. Okay, I have your final score, Willie.
All right.
So your final score for the Ultimate AEW quiz was 93. I don't know out of how many points though. So I would say on a scale that's pretty good.
Yeah, decent.
We'll give you a pretty good. So yeah, let us know in the comments if you were able to beat 93. I wish I would have kept track of how many. I mean, I probably could, but 93. Let me know if you could beat 93.
I think a lot of people probably could, but hey, that's pretty impressive though.
Yes, good stuff, Willie. Thank you for joining me. Keep up the good work. I'll always be supporting. And yes, make sure to stay tuned for more AW content. For me, for Willie, I'll link Willie's channel in the description. See you guys in the next one.
Later.